everybody, it's Chugga-Con, right? Welcome back to more Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. In the last episode, we met with the spirit of Darmani, the war hero of the Gorons, and healed his soul, turning it into a mask, which we now wear. In this episode, we're going to be going to the Goron Village in his stead to hopefully find out what we can do to help the Goron people who are suffering. And as you can see here, rolling as a Goron is freaking awesome. It is the fastest form of transportation there is. What we want to do is... Oop, we got over here. Who is that? Speak with him. You're Darmani. How? You're alive. I want to enter the Goron Shrine. Yes. And open the door with the Goron Pound. Okay, so... that is the Goron Pound that we showed last time. We can actually open up the village anytime that we want. Door's already open. It's going to close right away, so hurry up. Okay. Hurry up. Alright, let's go. So, let's go on inside. We can open the door anytime like we want if we just pound the ground. It's Yoshi's Island all over again! No! Okay. But in all seriousness, let's go ahead and talk to these guys and see if we can find out what's going on in here. What do we got here? Darmani, you're alive? Barely, with all this crying going on. The Goron Elder said you had died. Was that a lie? Well, whatever the case may be, welcome back. So does that incessant crying sound familiar to you? The Goron Elder's son won't stop crying. Friggin' baby. Let's go over there and see him. Alright, what do we got here? What do we got here? Let's roll. Can I do it? Not quite. Oh well. What do you gotta say? Those sideburns. You're Darmani. Okay. The sideburns are what you recognize me with. Not the necklace, not the hat, not even the frickin' man boobs, but the sideburns. Is that really what jumps out at you to the most? Alright, let's see. So the Elder went after Snowhead on his own. Probably to stop the monsters. Probably to do what we failed to do. What do we got here? Well, Daddy, I'm cold, Daddy. Darmy, where's my daddy? Where's my daddy? So he wants his daddy. Oh, you say the same thing as the other person. You're just a clone character. I'm trouble too. The Elder went to Snowhead and hasn't come back. Okay. So, the kid wants his daddy, so I'm going to say that we got to go out and find his daddy. You think? Okay, so what we're going to do is, I'm going to see if I can line myself up to roll, and we get to go up this really cool looking ramp, and I ran out of magic. That was amazing. Yeah, if you do not have magic, you cannot roll like that. But, on the plus side, rolling at all lets you go through pots instantly, though, so you can break those and get magic quite easy. Alright, so, we gotta go off and find his daddy. His daddy went off to Snowhead, and actually, here we can show something that the Goron can do. We can just roll up any slope we want with ease. Isn't that just awesome? I love that just so freaking much. Okay, so, going over here, I guess. We might as well start looking for him. And Tattle seems to want to show something there, and I was not able to show that he was there in time. Okay, so he's encased in ice. Luckily for us, though, we opened up this hole over here. And now that we know where he is, we can just go in and get some spring water, and we can defrost him. So, let's do that. This is why it's very important for you to do that, though, because odds are your spring water isn't going to stay warm for very long. I got a tattoo on my arm. Alright, so, down we go, and can I, you know what, just punch it open. I'll punch you in the lip. Look at that lip, that thing is amazing. Okay, so we're gonna melt him. I'm melting! I feel like butter. What do we got here? I've heard of the Hunchback, but dang, this is ridiculous. Oh, what was I doing? Oh, it's already this late, I must hurry. Oh! Oh, you're Darmani! Get your hand off of my boob, old man! But you're supposed to be dead. Am I hallucinating? Maybe this is also the doing of Snowhead's magic power. I've been made a fool of. But that's impossible. I refuse to flinch. If I can see the past illusion, you'll vanish in an instant. He's licking my boob now! What? These are really awkward camera angles. My son is crying because he misses me. Why do you know that? Because I heard his incessant chatter. My son misses me. Ulp, forgive me, my child. What kind of word is ulp? Your father has much work to do. Darmani, you're a ghost or a figment of my imagination. I care not. If you feel pity for my crying son... What is he doing to my nipples now? What is it with these camera angles? Then please quietly sing my son to sleep with this song I'm about to play on my drum. It's the very same melody that was played for you when you were young. What's he doing now? That looks so... I can't take this seriously. It just... I'm sorry. I can't take this scene seriously with the positioning of the characters being like this. Let me play it once more. Oh, yes, like this. It's no good. I can only remember the beginning. I'll just teach you the beginning. And now... we have the introduction of Goron drums here. These are our instrument. Separate from the Deku pipes and the Ocarina of Time. I'm sorry. I know that was supposed to be a really good scene, and it was, but oh my god. Anyway, I can't play it. It's not I forgot just that I can't play it. Sure, if any rate, I'm counting on you. Okay. So, we gotta go play the Lullaby for the Sun. Getting into this really quick. The Deku pipes and the Goron drums actually originally were not going to be brought up by the Ocarina, but were going to be their own items. My guess is they just ran in a room, and so they got rid of them and just made the Ocarina do everything, which I always thought was a stretch. I kind of wish the Ocarina, like, transformed in the items or something. But, also, Darmani, you know how there's a lot of counterparts between Hyrule and Termina? Darmani is actually the counterpart of the Hyrulean Goron hero who wielded the Megaton hammer in the legend, because in beta of this game, Darmani was going to be wielding a hammer instead of a punch. I can prove this because if you use your punch on various items in the game that were also in Ocarina of Time, it has the same effect that it had if it was the hammer. It also does equal damage. So, anyway, now that we're here to the sun, pull the Ocarina of Time, or rather our drums, and let's see if just the beginning of the song is enough to quell him and his incessant blubbering. I'll sing the next part. Oh, great, child singers. Well, he's already better than 90% of who's on the charts. Not that bad. I love this, how the only notes that the dad couldn't remember were just right and A, like the two most generic buttons on the entire controller. I don't know why, I always liked that scene. I just thought it was really nice. It's just like Daddy's right beside me. Lullaby entry became the Goron Lullaby. Okay, so it'll make any Goron fall asleep, besides us apparently. So, what I want to do now is, these torches have been lit. Now going to become a human, and we're going to take somebody's neck and use it as a torch after breaking it off of their body. What we want to do is, we want to move fast. Might help, though. There is an item in this game that lets you move faster. If you have it at this point, great. If you do not, like I don't, then too bad for you. We'll be going over how to get it a little bit later, though, but for the time being, we do not have said item, so that is why I'm going a little bit slower on this. Is a lot easier to do if you have that item, though, but we don't. Okay, so let's go up here. And did I do it? Yes, I did! Okay, after you've lit all the torches, the chandelier starts up. And you know what? We didn't get to go off that ramp last time, so I feel like doing so. But first, I want to show this down here. Something that not really a lot of people make note of is that if you go in here, there is actually a shop back here. I know, it's kind of pointless, though, and all they really sell is bombs, arrows, and red potion. And it seems kind of overpriced, though, so it's not really anything that I take serious advantage of, though. But I think over here... no, never mind, just a lot of stones. I thought there was, like, something special of interest there, though, but I guess not. Oh, well. Alright, so now I want to go up this ramp for real now that we actually have the magic to do it with, so let's try it. And I'm in the mood to break that whole chandelier, though, so you know what? While they're sleeping, we are going to destroy that entire chandelier just to be jerks to them. What do you say, guys? I think it's a good idea. And what do you know? After breaking one of them, we get this. So we got a tough and chewy piece of meat. Sound familiar? Yeah, that Goron who was up on that hill by the front of Snowhead, he really wanted this. So, we're going to go ahead and give it to him. Now, in the way there, you might notice that frozen area over there. We cannot do anything about that quite yet because it is up on a ledge and we can't exactly put hot spring water onto it. Kind of a shame. So, aside from that, there really isn't anything else of interest, aside from these Tektites, which actually do not make you put this down if you get hit, which is nice because you're a Goron. You got nerves of steel. So, guess I'll go ahead and see you guys when I get back over to the mountain village to help that Goron. I came back from the dead to give you this hunk of meat. You better appreciate it! What we do is we throw it up to him, and that's it! It's so good, I could dream about it. Dodongo Cavern's finest quality rock sirloin. Dodongo Cavern, that's from Hyrule. Is my absolute favorite. Blessed be this meal. Censored. Oh, my energies returned to me. I am coming down now. Wait one moment. Oh, I wonder who it might be. Why, if it isn't Darmani, you are alive? Yes, I see. That is the reason why you knew my favorite food. Oh, I almost forgot. Please accept this as a token of gratitude. We get Don Gero's mask. I always say Don Gero. I don't know if it's Dongaro. I know because Kero is the sound that a frog makes in Japanese, though, but I always said Don Gero, so forgive me if I'm wrong. It looks just like Don Gero, whoever that is, conductor of the frog choir. It's crafted so well that no one would think twice if you were to direct the frog choir. Hope the spring will come so that I can hear the frogs' enthusiastic performance. So if it becomes spring again here, there'll be frogs here that maybe we can conduct if we have this mask. So, very, very nice. Unfortunately, it is very much not spring right now. So, now that we're done with that, we are going to, now that we are done with all this is the way to Snowhead. So I think we should go ahead and head here. And I guess while we're going up to Snowhead, though, because we're going to be rolling for quite a bit, I want to get into one of the reasons why I really like this game, and I think it's pretty evident by now, is that this game has a really darker atmosphere, and I really like how it has a lot more of a different kind of story. I mean, basically, we're getting to live out, like, getting these people, what should I say, the spirits that are in these masks, we are basically giving them a second chance of life after they met their really gruesome end. I mean, Darmani died saving his people. And now he's getting a second chance of life living on as a spirit in a mask, which I always thought was really cool, personally. And I just really like the darker atmosphere of this game. You'll really see what I mean later on, though, because it does get a lot darker as it goes on. And it's definitely the most horror-like Zelda game of them all. So now that we're done with this, here we go. We are now at Snowhead itself. So, what we want to do is, we see an owl statue right here, and what do we see when we see pottery in the Zelda series? We break it! Or hit it with our sword, make it glow and sprout wings and do what a stone statue should not do. We try to go forth. What's that? There's something in the middle of that blizzard. Can't you see it? I don't see anything, though, but if we put on the Lens of Truth, maybe we can. Indeed we can! There is a giant Goron over there, known as Big Goron. And that Goron is blowing those gusts at us. So, we know how to put a Goron to sleep now. Don't sue me! Okay, seriously, I had to do that. Anyway, though, so now that we are done with that, I think we are going to be saving and quitting here. And in the next episode, we're going to be going up to the summit of Snowhead. So, next time on The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, we are going to be doing just that. See you guys then!